Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the hangar inside. The Bombers and the Huskies are getting ready to tip off here for this varsity basketball matchup. My name is Brock Bierman, alongside, as always, Tim Davis, and this is going to be a good one.
Hey, Brock, there's an energy in this gym right now that I haven't felt for a couple of weeks, and I don't know who's more excited to be back in here, Coach Schertz or us, but we're both really excited, and there's an energy about this place because this Husky team has had a heck of a week. They went up to, they got beat by Decorah, then beat 8 a.m., who beat us on Monday night, but and they beat us down there, but good start there from Jackson Brown to the basket.
Brown has been great and has elevated his game from just a three-point shooter now to being able to drive in amongst the trees.
And the Bombers start out with giving the Huskies a little taste of their own medicine in the zone look.
Gibson strips the ball loose. Here he goes on the fast break. Takes it to the hoop, draws the foul, almost could have gotten a goaltend called.
I think it was close. But I don't think it was above the rim, so that's probably what saved him there. But, yeah, good take. Good quick hands there by Jude, and that little zone stuff. Interesting start here from Coach Schertz coming out in the zone, but I like it. I like it a lot. Good see. And Winterset's zone team, right? That's what they like to do, and they're very successful at it.
Hudson Wilmus, the one called for the foul as Jude Gibson makes the free throw. Starters tonight for the Bombers, Jude Gibson, as we mentioned, as well as Jackson Brown, Miles Mudd, Nolan Cogdale, and Mason Gatchell. Gibson goes 2 for 2, and a quick 4-0 start for the Bombers.
Good start here. Jude's just going to put a little token pressure on him up top and fall back into that zone. So far, I like the looks of Cogdale, kind of playing big with his hands up and out down there. This Winterset team is full of Wilmuses.
There's 3 just in the starting lineup, so you'll be hearing the Wilmus' name a bunch tonight, as that 3 is from Hayden Wilmus, and he hits it from the left corner.
Oh, and you can't give him a sniff because they can shoot it.
Gibson tried to give it up to Mudd. Mudd was able to recover the ball. Gibson picks up his dribble, tries to give it to Cogdale, and Hayden Wilmus comes up with the steal. Here come the Huskies on the fast break, 3-on-2, and that's Hudson Wilmus, number 0 for the layup.
And bless your heart, Bear, because there's Wilmuses everywhere, and getting the first name correct. So we hope there's some Wilmus family tuned in, and we'll try to keep it straight for you, but it isn't easy up here. But the Huskies in this 2-3 zone.
Cogdale turnaround, no good. Tries to get the rebound, unable to get it. Here come the Huskies in a foul. Actually, correction, travel call, so it will be Bombers ball.
We'll take that one, Bear. I thought he had him just maybe on the arm with the foul, but no call. So far, a lot of action in this first minute and 30, but this is what we anticipated. The Bombers were in the game down there all the way until about the 2-minute mark, and it got away from them against a really good Winterset team.
Off the inbounds, there's Gatchell with the layup. Doesn't score a lot, but when he does, he's able to get it to go.
Right, and just the explosiveness off of 2 feet from Mason, and it's good to see him make that one. We've seen him miss some of them bunnies this year, so it gives confidence.
And that 3 from Luke Lindy is no good. Bombers with the possession, up 1. Gibson drives in, kicks it over the corner. Gatchell fires a 3. He hits it.
There it is. That's a confidence thing right there. And what a good find by Jude Gibson with a little dribble drive and kicks it out. Nice start here for the Bombers. I like the tempo with which we're playing at right now, Brock.
Bombers lead 9-5 early on here. Student section getting into it. Hudson Wilmus floaters no good. Rebound by Hensley. Kick out 3. Good. Hayden Wilmus.
Well, you cannot give him just a half a breath of fresh air. He is a knockdown spot-up shooter.
Averaging 13.7 points a game for the Huskies. Foul called against Hayden Wilmus, who just hit that 3 for Winterset.
It's very unassuming, but when his feet are set and he's got any kind of time, he can knock that thing down. And that's on the scouting report, right? The Bombers know that about him. He's had some pretty big games this year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have him in front of me.
Brown driving in, puts up a floater off the back of the rim and out. Rebound by Lindy.
Bombers need to be strong with the basketball in the half court, especially in the passing game.
Hensley puts it up. Great defense there from the Bombers. Mudd with the rebound. picks up his dribble. He's double teamed. Has to find someone, finds Cogdell. Cogdell drives in, puts up a little touch shot with the right hand.
Yeah.
It is good.
Nice baseline left hand drive there from Cogdell with a good finish. The 6'7" guy rose up and finished it.
Hayden Wilmus takes it to the hoop. Lost the ball for a second. Bomber fans were wanting travel called, but either way, 2-point shot for Winterset. Turnaround 15-footer from Cogdell hits the back of the backboard. In transition, a three from Hudson Wilmus. No good, out of bounds. It was last touched by Miles Mudd.
Right now, Brock, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going to give the officials a lot of credit because they're kind of letting them play, and the pace of the game is really good, so there's good flow, and guys are you know, just kind of free and flowly, and I like that. That makes it fun to play basketball. That's why all these guys love playing summer league basketball, right? Because it's wide open and up and down. Bombers need to rebound out of this zone right now. That's a little bit frustrating if you're Coach Schertz, I'm sure.
Hank Wilmus was able to come up with the offensive rebound, and inside, Sam Hensley with the layup.
Jude Gibson knows the pace is a little bit quick right now, so he just kind of walks it up, get us regrouped a little bit. Winterset does a nice job extending this zone.
Gibson on the right side. Top of the perimeter, Brown. Brown looking to drive on the left side, puts up a very difficult shot, no good. Rebound by Hensley. Huskies going quickly. In transition, pull-up three from Hayden Wilmus, no good. Offensive rebound, put back is good from Sam Hensley, averaging 7 rebounds a game and 14 points, and he's showing exactly why he does that.
Yeah, he's an energy guy and does a nice job on that, being the middle guy in that zone.
Brown tries to get it inside the Gatchel kickball. Bombers remain with the possession here.
Both teams breathing really heavy. Not a lot of stoppage in play right now, so that little dead ball right there is something to look forward to for both sides because it's been a frantic pace so far.
Gibson inbound it, finds Gatchel. Gatchel posting up, kick out over to Cogdell, top of the perimeter. Brown left side pulls the trigger for a three, no good. Rebound by Hensley.
Hensley's just a glass eater. Got to get a hand up here on Wilmus.
Wilmus airballed the three, more specifically Hayden Wilmus, out of bounds, Bombers ball. With 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, they're down 3.
Now we'll see some substitutions here for the Bombers.
Cogdell and Mudd will head to the bench as Owen Greco and Parker Miller, PK Miller as we like to call him.
Yeah, PK Miller's checked into the game. This freshman, I wouldn't say he's quite a phenom, but he makes some phenomenal plays at points. And got to shout out the Ballard student section. They got the Brady's crew up there on the wall behind them. A lot of them in those T-shirts that were for sale tonight, or the black shirts.
As Greco, nice little shot fake, one dribble, 15-footer is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty play there from Greco.
He's got a nice touch with the left-handed stroke.
Yeah, he does.
Hensley pulls up from 15 feet, gets the friendly bounce.
Yeah, speaking of left-handed stroke there, I didn't know Hensley was left-handed, but kind of rises up. Hensley's just that long, athletic guy.
As
right
he
there.
sends that shot back from Gibson. Gibson able to recover, takes it in again on Hensley, draws a foul. Gibson will go to the line.
And good sportsmanship there by Hensley, helping him up. Jude got that one sent back to sender. Returned to center, but got it back and took it aggressively to the hole. But again, the pace has been really good here for both teams, and both teams making some shots, but it's slowed down here a little bit as far as shot making goes, but the action has not.
Free throw from Gibson is good. Number 2, Kaylor Beebe checks in for the Huskies. Gibson will get one more free throw, shooting around 74% heading into this one. Free throw is good. 15-16 now. Bombers still trail by 1. Very up and down game early on.
Bombers staying in this zone have been pretty effective.
Miller almost intercepted the pass from Hensley. Draws a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Winterset though.
Now, you're not going to get any back down from P.K. Miller. He's got some older brothers that probably have beat on him a little bit, but he's not going to back down. He's played a ton of basketball in the summer, and he's played up at every level he's been at. So this is nothing new for him.
Hayden Wilmus, shot highly contested by Gatchel. Here come the Bombers in transition. Gibson hesitated and turns the ball over. Hudson Wilmus guarded by 2 Bombers. A foul called, and Hudson Wilmus will go to the line.
And the Bomber faithful don't love it, but probably the right call. Just a little reach in there. And we'll go to the line here for 2. Got a little overzealous down here on this end. Just kind of loose ball, but good hand action here. But Winterset is so good at this zone. They played it for so long. They're really well schooled as far as their principles. And in the zone, there are principles. Where you're guarding, who you're guarding, moving on the pass, things like that. Playing long, making yourself bigger. Because the Wilmus boys, they're not very long, but again, they're well schooled on where they're supposed to be at in that zone. As we get some more subs here, it's a good job by Coach Schertz, kind of rotating guys in and out. Because it has been an up and down pace so far.
Gatchel and Brown will head to the benches. Cogdell and Mudd check back in. You were talking about the Wilmus kids. 3 of them in the starting lineup. All of them have a name. Their first name starts with the letter H.
So we're up against it right now. Again, folks, and Brock's doing a bang-up job so far. And if we slip up, it's not on purpose. And it doesn't help that this pace of play is quick. Maybe it does, so it's less to think about. But
Gibson finds Mudd inside. Puts up a very difficult shot over Hensley, and Miles Mudd, again, coming back from injury, starting to get into his own.
Yeah, he is. He's become a starter for the Bombers, but yeah, and the Bomber faithful is really involved right now, which this is great to see.
The ball is loose as Wilmus was able to save it. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
The Bombers stay tight here for just 8 seconds. Get a hand up.
And BB traveled, so turnover for the Huskies.
I'm telling you, Brock, there's an energy about this place tonight that's really something. And I don't know if it's with the Brady's crew over there or what it is, but it just feels different right now. It just really is. And we know we need this one, right? We're on a little bit of on a schneid, and we really just need this one.
Grieco, top of the perimeter, will kick it over to Miller. Miller on the left side, drives in, tries to find Cogdell. Right decision, just unable to get it to go, and
absolutely.
A turnover.
Absolutely good play. Just the execution wasn't there, and Nolan was there. And he said, oh, man, but you know what? The high five right away. Saying, hey, man, I missed you. That's all right. Good play, young fella. And that's a freshman to a senior. So you could tell it in the starting lineups, Brock. I felt like there was just something different about these guys, and it brings a lot of joy to my heart to watch us play the way we are right now with toughness and intensity.
Hayden Wilmus fires the 3. No good. Rebound by Cogdell. 3 seconds. Miller's going to have to put it up. Finds Mudd. Mudd puts it up for 3. Almost gets it to go.
Atlanta.
It rattled out. It literally hit every part of the bucket but in.
That was in and out and in and out and out again. And boy, the roof would have came off this place if that one goes down. But whew, catch your breath right now. And if you're at home watching or you're just listening, catch your breath because it's 18-17. Winterset's up, but holy smokes. This is what we signed up for tonight in this game. So far, through the first quarter, it's lived up to the billing. Hey, again, folks, on the screen, you see that shirt. And if you feel compelled, hit the QR code, buy one. A lot of the kids are running around in them here tonight. You see it on the wall. It says Brady's Crew. Brady Hillebrand, my friend, if you're over there listening in Iowa City, prayer is real. And there's a ton of these people in this gym tonight and throughout this community that throughout this week you have been in our thoughts and prayers, and that goes with your whole family. Jeremy and Sarah, we're with you. You know, if you need anything, we're here for you. But I'm sure as heck I believe that you guys, and I know that if Brady's here, he's over there in that crowd, and he darn sure wants to get a W. But again, if you feel compelled, hit the QR code, get one of them shirts. But Brady and the whole Hillebrand family, we're praying for you, we're thinking about you, and keep on fighting, my brother, because we got a heck of a good one tonight.
Amen. Bombers with the ball here to start the second quarter of play, down 1. Very up and down battle early on in this one. And I bet you it stays the same way in this second quarter. Cogdell on the left side, posts up, puts up a little jump hook, and he's got the sweet touch with the right hand
yes,
for
he
two.
Did. Really nice play there from Nolan Cogdell. He was quick, but he didn't hurry with it. And he rose up, right? He rose up over the top. Oh, I like this trap in the corner.
Hensley able to move the ball around to Hudson Wilmus. 4-3, no good. Strong rebound from Cogdell.
You said it best right there, Brock. Strong rebound from Nolan.
Brown finds Cogdell, left wing. Now Mudd top of the perimeter over to PK Miller, who tries to get it to Gatchel. Right idea, just couldn't get it.
Yeah, just maybe force that one just to pinch. He was a half a second late on it. Nick Mason was down there in that short corner trying to find something.
And inside Hudson Wilmus' shot is no good. Rebound by Miller.
That's a great rebound from PK, ripped it down.
Brown thought about the three, now drives in on the right side. Kick out, top of the perimeter. Miller again tried to feed Gatchel. I think that time the ball was poked as it was leaving his hands. Here come the Huskies.
Yeah, Parker needs to take a breath here. He just smacked his hands. I love that about the young man because he just doesn't back down and he doesn't compound a mistake with a mistake. And you don't see that very often out of a freshman. Nice cut there.
And BB with the nice inside hand touch off the left side of the
really
bucket.
Good offense there from Winterset. Just that basket cut, a little reverse off the glass with that inside hand. Bombers need to get a look at the basket here. 2 straight turnovers.
Brown left side finds Gatchel the high corner. Inside to Mudd. Great feed, a dangerous pass, but still Gatchel found the space.
Yeah, man, I can't remember who sings that song, but that was Living on the Edge right there because it was just, he threaded the needle along the baseline, didn't have a lot of space, but nice pass and catch there then from Mudd.
Ball was tipped out of bounds. I think Mudd was trying to convince the official it was off BB, but official says no.
It's a no
Winterset
avail.
ball. Grieco checks in as well as Jude Gibson for Mudd and Miller. I think Hensley also checks in for the Huskies as well as Hayden Wilmus.
Yeah, both benches are going to play a big part in this game as we've said, and I can't stress it enough, just the flow. There just hasn't been a lot of stoppages in play, but you like that if you're a basketball player.
Hudson Wilmus with the floater off the right, left side correction, falls for the Huskies. Wow. They retake the lead.
That was really, really nice. Nicely done there from Hudson.
Brown at the free throw line, kicks it over to Gibson. There's Grieco. Grieco likes that 15-footer. Instead finds Gatchel for a three. That is good.
Mason's feeling it.
With this third bucket. Second three of the game.
Second three, third bucket. Mason's 3 for 3 right now. He's engaged, but he's engaged on the defensive end. The same can be said for Nolan Cogdell, right? It makes a huge difference. Those guys, and they play both ends of the floor. When they do that, Brock, we're a different basketball team. We really are.
13 seconds on the shot clock. Off the drive, it was last touch by Cogdell.
Nolan's going, gosh darn it, I shouldn't have touched that one. It was off him, but just instincts say grab the basketball.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Lindy gets it in to Hank Wilmus. Over to Hudson. Hudson drives in on Cogdell, draws a foul with 4 seconds left. Cogdell trying to plead his case. Official said no, made some contact, and Hudson Wilmus will go to the line.
Yeah, you know what that is? That's just a really good basketball play by Hudson Wilmus. And Nolan was there. He was in the right spot, went straight up, but Hudson used his body. That's just a senior making a good basketball play. And right now, so far, through a quarter and a half, we've seen a lot of good basketball plays in this game.
Second one is good. 2 for 2 on that trip for the senior Hudson Wilmus. 4:40 left in the half. Tied up here at 24 as the ball gets turned over by Hensley with the steal. And lack of communication, just trying to go too quick with it.
Yeah, but great hands by Owen Grieco. He knew he was up against it. It was 2-on-1. He got his hands out and up, and guess what? Tipped it off of him. Now, if you're the Bombers with this extended zone here, that high post, top of the key area, you can call it the nail, is where you kind of want to catch that basketball, catch, turn, and face if you're the Bombers.
Grieco finds Gibson, top of the perimeter. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. He pulls up from 15 feet off the front of the rim, no good. Here comes Lindy. Lindy finds Hayden Wilmus
there it is.
with the layup.
You're doing fine, though, my man. You're doing fine. But what a good, well-executed fast break there.
Gibson draws a foul on the drive before the shot on the floor, so Bombers will take it out underneath the bucket.
Pretty big foul there picked up for Winterset. That'll be number 2 on Hayden Wilmus.
Took the words right out of my mouth. First team foul, though, for the Huskies in this quarter. Gibson looking to inbound it, finds Brown. Brown driving in, puts it up over Hensley. Gets the nice roll off the rim and in. Jackson Brown.
Jackson Brown with a beautiful take and the English on the spin on it. Taking me back to the ABA days with the old George Gervin action. Wow. Good play there from Jackson. Jackson Brown. How's that go?
Love that. That is Hank Wilmus. Haven't called his name tonight. He hits that 3.
We haven't called Hank's name. We've said Wilmus plenty of times.
Yes.
Just haven't started it with Hank, but he can shoot it as well. Man, I wouldn't like to be in a pig or horse game in that house.
Cogdell wants a 3 of his own, and he gets it from the corner.
Man, this is high-level basketball right now, Brock. The people that are here, the people that are watching at home, this is a treat to be here in attendance tonight. Shot making, shot taking. I love it.
Hank Wilmus takes it in, kicks it out. Lindy fires a 3 off the left side. No good. Rebound by Brown. He lost it. Hank Wilmus able to come up with it over Cogdell. No good. Offensive rebound. No good. Battle for the rebound. Brown comes up with it. And now Brown will slow it down for the Bombers.
Looking over there at the chief energy officer, Lincoln Miller, saying, imploring his guys, clapping his hands, right?
Brown with it. Pressured, gives it up to Gibson. Gibson calling out signals here with 15 seconds on the shot clock. 2:30 left in the first half. Gibson has to kick it out to Brown. Brown puts up a difficult shot, no good. Rebound by number 32, Grant Fearing.
Yeah, Fearing is senior. This Winterset team's got some experience on it. They've played in a lot of big games. They've played a lot of games together, too, which is a big key.
And another 3 for the Huskies. No good. Rebound by Gibson. Gibson looking to go quickly. Drives in. Tries to kick it over to Gatchel. Gatchel wants another 3. No good. Offensive rebound by Grieco. Puts it up. Another rebound. Grieco this time puts it up and in.
Oh, the real OG, Owen Grieco, baby. How about that? Climbing the ladder twice to get that one. Holy smokes.
Bombers retake the lead. Fearing fires a 15-footer, good, ties it up, back and forth.
This is like a heavyweight fight right now, Brock. Holy smokes.
We'll see if the Bombers are able to respond again. Cogdell finds Gibson. Gibson to Gatchel. Gatchel looking to muscle his way, kicks it out. Cogdell wants a 3, hits it again.
Oh, big one.
Top of the perimeter.
Big one for the senior. Big one for the senior, Nolan Cogdell. Good find there from Mason Gatchel as well.
Hensley wants a 3 of his own. No good. Rebound by Gatchel. This is a huge minute heading into halftime here. Gibson pulls up for 3. No good. A rebound by Hensley. Hank Wilmus, guarded by Gibson. Gives it up over to Lindy. Guarded by Grieco. Down low. That is Hayden Wilmus with the layup. And a great move there from Coach Shirts telling Gibson to hold the ball a little bit.
Yep.
As the shot clock is now dead, the Bombers can hold it for the last shot.
That's great analysis right there, Brock. He knew exactly what he was doing. Nolan Cogdell's tired, and he should be, because he's playing his tail off right now. And what a good move by Coach Shirts to be able to get the last possession and get a good one here if you're the Bombers.
Gatchel inside, layup, no good.
Oh, man. That's that outside hand finish, though, right? We talk about it. Mason wishes he had that one back, but now don't compound a mistake. If you're the Ballard Bombers, you can be aggressive here because you only have one team foul.
Hensley inside, shot is good. Huge bucket for the Huskies as they take a 1-point lead heading into the half.
Brock, real quick here. It's 35-34. We're catching our breath. An extremely quick first half and highly competitive. This is exactly what we thought we were going to see tonight. We've signed up for it. And historically, so far, we've seen the Bombers kind of come out flat or slow in the first half. Not the case here at all tonight. The energy has been outstanding on both sides. And let's give credit where credit is due. Shot takers are being shot makers right now for both teams. This Winterset team is well schooled on what they do, and they're well schooled on the offensive side, but hustle plays are going back and forth. We've turned it over maybe a touch too many. Outside of that, for the Bombers, hey, we know in the second half they're not going to roll over. We've got to match their intensity and come out and play our basketball game. But, man, that was a heck of a first half of basketball.
Amazing first half overall. Up and down battle. Huskies with a 1-point lead, 35-34, but the Bombers definitely not out of it as we get into halftime.
We got to catch our breath.
Yes, we're going to step away for a little bit, come back, recap the first half, of course, and then get into what should be an amazing second half of basketball here inside the hangar in Huxley, Iowa. 35-34 is the score here inside the hangar in Huxley, Iowa. Winterset Huskies currently lead against the Ballard Bombers. And Tim, we were talking about this as we were going through our halftime. This may have been one of the best first halves that we have seen this entire season on both sides.
Both sides. The action was just incredible, and two really solid basketball teams. Two just in mano-a-mano, and it's always fun when you make shots, right? I mean, it's great to play defense, but everybody likes to see the ball go in the bucket. And we saw some guys make some big threes and some second chance points and all of the things, man. But Brock, before we get going to the second half, I'd be remiss, and I think you would too. We're here tonight, and we do the Ballard Network, and we call these games for the people. And that's it. And it's for the students, it's for the community, it's for those grandparents, it's for those people that can't be here, or parents that are traveling for their other kid watching some AAU stuff. We had an outpouring of support this week, and we are forever thankful. And there's no other place we would rather be than right here, because that first half was unbelievable. Just like this entire community, as we're rallying around our guy Brady over there. Again, man, keep fighting. But these guys on the floor tonight, they're fighting their tails off. And this has just been a blast. And you just said it. We talked just about the off. You know what? A team's got to win and a team's got to lose. But if we see another half like that, nobody loses in the gym tonight that's watching this basketball game, because it is highly competitive, highly contested, two great coaches, and just it's a kind of a chess match, man, and it's awesome to see. Can't wait for the second half.
It's been a blast so far. Huskies start out with the ball and the lead here in the second half. Gibson pressuring right away as the ball gets tipped out of bounds. Remains Winterset ball. If you're the Bombers, what do you got to do on the defensive side here to gain momentum?
You know, I think you got to rebound the basketball, right? And you want to rebound that basketball when you're in that zone. You know, you can get a stop, but you got to make sure they don't get any extra ones. And ball pressure here is key, because that's a really good drive there from Hudson Wilmus. Nolan's just got to get down in the stance a little bit, but just another not bad defense at all. Just a really good offensive play, and that's what we're seeing.
Mudd on the left elbow finds Brown for the three. No good. Offensive rebound, Mudd. Mudd takes it in on Hensley, and he shows his strength with the deuce.
Yeah, that's just a good, solid, fundamental basketball play there for Miles Mudd. If I'm the Bombers, I like this look with Jude kind of out front. It's a 2-3, but you got him kind of pressuring that ball. But they have so many shooters that you can't leave any of them open.
As right on cue, Hudson Wilmus hits the three on the right side. 4-point lead for the Huskies.
The Bombers got to match now, right? You just got to match it. You don't got to get a three, but you just got to keep playing and keep playing hard.
Gibson in the right corner drives in, kick out. Mudd shot fake. He's double teamed, wants to give it up, finds Brown. Brown drives in, loses the handle, and it'll go out of bounds.
It's all right. Now for the Bombers, you got to get a stop. Get a stop. Come down here, get this one, regroup, and get a bucket. Right back in it. I don't love our body language right now for the Bombers. Just, hey, it's 4, man, and we know that this game's going to ebb and flow.
Hank Wilmus on the left side finds Hensley. Takes it in, and a kick out over to Hudson Wilmus for the three. No good. Rebound by Cogdell. Looks like Cogdell will bring up the ball here. Give it up quickly over to Gibson on the left side, who finds Mudd. He pulls the trigger. No good. Cogdell reaches over for the offensive rebound. Brown now on the right side. Back to Cogdell. He's posting up. Over Hensley. Puts it up and in. Nolan Cogdell.
He's having a whale of a game right now, Bear. He's really playing well. He's playing within himself. When we saw him have that huge game, I can't remember if it was Gilbert or Carroll. That's exactly what he did. Good contest there. Mason.
Tough turnover there for the Bombers, and there's Hayden Wilmus with the three. Not many players can do that with success, but Hayden Wilmus is one of those.
Yeah, we talked about it at the break. It's just he's quick and he's compact with the stroke.
Mudd.
It'll be a jump ball.
Lodges the ball in between the bucket. Jump ball. Bombers still get the possession, though, as it looks like the Bombers are also going to be making some subs here as Parker Miller and Owen Greco check in for Miles Mudd and Nolan Cogdale. So 43-38, Huskies lead it here in the third quarter. Bombers with the possession, though, as Gibson inbounds it to Brown. Right corner, Gatchel. Huskies have been in this zone as they have been known to run on the defensive side. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Gibson looking to drive in. Puts up a little floater off the rim, no good. And the rebound to the Huskies. Quickly up the court. Hayden Wilmus with the ball, gives it over to Hudson. Hudson over to the left side to Hank. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Inside, Miller was the one who provided the contact, and Hudson Wilmus will go to the line for two.
The Wilmus boys put so much pressure on you because they can shoot it from distance, but they can handle it. They can put it on a string, so they're a really tough guard. Your closeout's super important because you gotta squeak your feet with your hands high as opposed to screeching your feet with your hands low. They just put a lot of pressure on you, man, and they're good. Good players.
Second one good for Hudson Wilmus.
Bombers need a bucket here.
Gibson, right side, tries to feed it to Miller in the corner and does. Miller picks up his dribble over to Gibson again. Gibson spinning, dribbling it out, resets here with 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Really solid defense there from Luke Lindy.
Brown takes to the hoop, draws contact, nothing called, and the rebound to Hensley.
Yeah, and that's been the theme of the game tonight, Brock. They're not calling it, and that's fine because the flow's been good. That's a deep one from Lindy.
No good. Offensive rebound by Hensley, though. Shot fake, and that was a great move from Sam Hensley to put up the shot fake. Makes Gatchel jump in the air, able to go into him, get the layup, and we'll go to the line for potentially a three-point play.
Yes. Not the start of the quarter that the Bombers wanted. If you're the Bomber faithful watching at home, the Huskies have just came out gangbusters right here in the second half. The Wilmus three to get them going. Now we got a chance at a three-point play. They're kind of getting whatever they want.
47-38 is the score. Huskies came out strong in this third quarter of play. The Bombers, though, are going to look to get back here after this timeout called from head coach Jeff Schertz.
There it is. Yeah, you got it. I know it's been hard to keep your words straight because the action's been at a frantic pace. It slowed down a little bit here in the third. We just haven't. The Bombers haven't made some buckets, and that's where we're just missing, right? So if he gets this one, fine. We go down 10. If not, go down 9, go down and get a bucket and 2 stops, and you're right back in the game if you're Ballard.
65% free throw shooter as Hensley makes it, converts the old-fashioned three-point play, makes it a 10-point lead for the Huskies. Brown, Grieco on the right side over to Miller. Back to Grieco, top of the perimeter now. He takes it in. Hesitated, found Cogdale.
Wow.
It looked like he was going to shoot it, then it looked like he was going to pass it. Found Cogdale at the last moment.
You saw Hensley's big old paw up there, and then Nolan was right there. Right spot, right time.
Gibson pokes the ball loose on the fast break. Left side, puts it up, draws the foul. And a trip to the line for Jude Gibson, the sophomore.
A couple of big ones coming up here for Jude. He poked it away, got the turnover. If we can cut it to 6, be a nice couple trips here for the Bombers. Looks like we're talking amongst ourselves, and maybe the Bombers look to go back to a little man-to-man action here. And that's pure speculation. We just can't hear them down there, but we're kind of pointing at each other and pointing out who they're guarding for the Huskies.
Gibson rattled in the first one. For a guy that averages almost 18 points a game, he only has 5 right now, so credit to the Huskies, able to shut him down so far tonight as he goes 2 for 2 on that trip, now has 6.
Looks like the Bombers are going to match up in man-to-man.
Hensley will hand it off to Hayden Wilmus, who pulls the trigger on the 3. No good. Rebound by Mudd. Mudd around a bunch of Huskies will put up a layup.
Oh, couldn't get that one to go.
So the layup was no good, but fortunately the Bombers get the block call, and Mudd will go to the line.
Man, that would have been a big one for Miles to have go down there. Again, that student section's been so engaged tonight, right? And we need a couple big things. And I think again, I said it once, but the roof could go off this place, and we need that. We need that energy. We've great timeout by Coach Schertz, by the way. Should be 2 shots.
No good.
I thought
Should
it was
be
2 shots.
Free throws.
Should be 2 shots. A little confusion there. Little confusion. It was on the shot. It'll be 2.
Should be 2. He missed the layup. So
yeah.
If we're shooting free throws, it's 2.
Yeah. Yep. He missed the layup.
Okay.
Or we'll take the layup,
Yeah,
but we'll take that
it.
one. Yeah, either way. I mean, it'll be all right.
A little confusion here.
Yeah.
And
coaches are having a laugh
yes.
about it. Wait a minute here. I think, we got to go for 2.
Because I think everybody was lost for a second.
Yeah.
They were like, well, it looks like it was 1 shot, but no, it should be 2. So Mudd will get 1 more free throw here, we assume.
I think we got it. Good communication. I think we're trying to figure out who the foul was on. And that's an easy thing to do, right, when you got the Wilmus brothers out here. They all look very similar. So you got to make sure you get the right number on the foul call. So and I think, and I'll give credit, I think it might have been 23, Hayden Wilmus. Yeah, that was who it was on Hayden Wilmus. Okay, but I think 13 was going on. I think it was on me. And he's trying to pull the old switcheroo there, which bless his heart, man. Worth a shot.
Mudd goes 1 for 2 on that trip. Bombers down 5.
Little gamesmanship going on. You got to like that.
Huge 3:15 here left in the 3rd quarter. As that 3 from the Huskies is no good. A huge rebound from Hudson Wilmus, who was able to just go up and grab that over Cogdale.
And the Bombers switching on those ball screens out top there.
Hensley pulls up. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound by Miller. Gives it up quickly to Gibson. Gibson finds Grieco, who takes it in. Nice Euro finish. Just couldn't get the friendly touch over the rim.
Good footwork. Just couldn't finish it. You're correct there, Brock.
In transition, Huskies now with it. And that is Hank Wilmus, who fires a 3. No good. Rebound by Cogdale.
Good rebound there by Nolan Cogdale. Tracking that one down. Couple of good defensive possessions here for the Bombers so far.
Cogdale takes it in, puts it up with the right hand.
Good finish,
and in over Hensley.
That's just a really good finish from Nolan Cogdale. He's really, really good inside of that 4-foot mark.
And a timeout
from the Huskies. If you're the Bomber faithful, you got to get on your feet here, because that's a great 2-minute stretch there. There was about 4:11 to go when we called that timeout. It went to 10. We've cut it to 3. So
48-45 is the score. 2:11 left in the 3rd quarter. And you mentioned him earlier, the chief energy officer, as we kind of given him the nickname.
Lincoln
Miller, sorry.
Lincoln Miller.
Blanking
Yes.
names for a second there. But first person off the bench,
yeah, man.
Going up, giving high fives to his teammates. Did that even when they were down 10.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't think many people realize how big of a thing that is for a team.
Yeah, you know what? You're 100% right, and everything great in life can be achieved with effort and enthusiasm, right? And Lincoln Miller is our enthusiasm guy. My buddy Grady Grieco is giving me a shout out. Huge Chiefs fan. We haven't even talked about the Super Bowl. We haven't had a chance, Brock. Who's your Super Bowl pick right now?
So, beginning of the year, I said Chiefs and 49ers in the Super Bowl.
Oh, my, okay.
And I said 49ers were going to win.
Okay, well.
24-20 is going to be the score.
24-20. Write it down, folks. 24-20. 49ers over the Chiefs, but he got both teams right, man. I'll tell you what, the network, not us, not the Ballard, the ESPN should be calling you. It's big-time analysis. Prognostication, they call that, I believe. Oh, boy.
And that 3 is good from Hudson Wilmus, man. These Wilmus boys just can fire it from long range.
They can fill it up, man. They can flat out fill it up.
And that is a great way to come out of the timeout after the Bombers went on a good run. Gibson on the left side looking to get something going here for the Bombers. Brown over the Gatchel. Gatchel had a couple threes on the left corner. Grieco, bounce pass. Gibson unable to get it to go. Brown puts it up. Rolls in and out.
Oh, Brownie just couldn't get that one to go down.
Beebe to the hoop, draws a foul. Miller went straight up. However, officials call a foul, so Beebe will go to the line for the Huskies.
And Parker just left his feet there. I think that was all that happened. Oh, man, Jackson Brown had that one halfway down, and it rolled out on him. And we got to get JB going, you know. We got JB with 4 and Jude with 6. We got to get these guys on track. But that's what Winterset does do. They kind of make some other guys beat you, leave you open. But Nolan Cogdale has picked up the slack for sure. But they've extended it here to 7, looking to go back to 8. Had it to 3.
Rebound by Grieco off the missed free throw. Pressure from the Huskies. Now the Bombers get it inside. Gibson, reach around pass, tipped out of bounds. Remains Bombers ball with 1:16 left in the third. Huge minute and 16 right here. Ball's tipped out of bounds, remains Bomber ball.
Yeah, Brock, that's really good analysis again there. Need a bucket and a stop. It's at 7. If we can get it cut to that 3 or 4 mark, I'd like it a lot better. And so would the Bomber faithful.
Gibson inbounds at the Brown. Brown driving in, puts it up with the left hand and in over the front of the rim.
Just a beautiful finish there from downtown. Jackson Brown, or Action Jackson, whatever you want to call him. But the Bombers needed that bucket. Now we need a stop.
Offensive foul called against the Huskies. Hensley, I think, with the illegal screen.
Yes, sir.
Bombers ball.
And that all stems from Jude Gibson's ball pressure. And when Jude plays with his feet, he is really, really tough on that defensive side. We're going to get him just a little break here.
As Miles Mudd checks in for Gibson, as we are at the minute mark here in the third quarter. Bombers down 5.
For something to run through Mudd here, possibly. That high post is going to be open. Bombers need to be strong with the basketball.
Grieco, 4-3, no good. Bomber fans wanted to get out of their seats on that one.
They were trying to will that one, and it looked pretty good when it left his hand. Now we got to get a stop here if you're the Bombers. Winterset's been running some pretty good action this man-to-man. There's a double down screen there for Wilmus.
Hayden Wilmus, 4-3, no good. Rebound by Brown. Shot clock dead, Bombers with the ball. Miller driving in. Kick over, corner. No good from Mudd. Rebound by Hensley, 13 seconds left. And a foul called. Looks like Mudd took a hard hit there. Foul will be called against them. No, that's...
We don't want to see that. You don't want to see that if you're a Bomber fan. They kind of come on that a little bit funny, Miles did. Just kind of gave out on him, and Miles says we got to go back. Oh, bummer. We hope Miles is okay.
Gibson checks in for Mudd. 8 seconds. Hensley, guarded by Gatchel. Over to Hayden Wilmus. He's double teamed. Gives it up. Beebe, 2 seconds. Puts it up and hits it.
Oh, man.
And that's just a heartbreaker for the Bombers heading into the fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, what an end of the quarter there for the Bombers. Oh, my.
55-47. Huskies lead it. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to the Ballard Athletic Booster Club for literally everything that they do for Ballard Athletics. I mean, what don't they do?
Yeah.
Whether it's providing equipment for the teams, providing postseason streams. We had our first volleyball postseason. How far was it of a drive did you guys have?
Yeah, we went clear over there. We got some sponsorship, but that all stems from the Ballard Athletic Boosters. So we went over to Marion, Iowa. It was 2 hours one way over there to call that, and that's the beauty of this community and the athletic boosters is they're willing to give and donate their dollars, which is a big deal, and so we sure appreciate those folks.
They were part of the crew that helped put together those Brady shirts.
Yep.
That again, if you want to get one of those, you can definitely go onto the Ballard Athletic Booster Club's Facebook page, and I'm pretty sure there's a website that you can follow a link and get a shirt if you're still wanting to get that. Perfect timing from executive producer Danny.
Yeah, he puts it up there. Brady's crew down there, and you know what? Again, Brady, we're thinking about you, but man, what a good finish to that third quarter for the Winterset Huskies, and they get the ball. Rub a little insult to, well, a little salt on the wound, I guess I should say, but Bombers need to get a stop and get Dylan Schoen in the game here for the Bombers.
First time tonight we're hearing Schoen's name.
He can pressure the basketball, and that's why he's in the game. It kind of goes, they call him a dog, right? He's in your shorts.
Loose ball on the ground, and there's Schoen with the steal right away, making an impact for the Bombers in the fourth quarter. Gibson drives in, kicks it over to Brown, misses the three, and off the rebound, Schoen pressures right away, draws the foul.
It's all right. That's a good aggressive play, but Schoen making his presence felt right away there on the defensive end. Boy, that would have been a big one for JB to hit there. Had a really good look at it, and it was rhythm. Good find there from Jude. I feel like the Bombers going to pick up the intensity on the perimeter here, try to force the issue a little bit for the Huskies.
Huskies work it over the right side, Hayden Wilmus. He's had a good game, 15 points so far tonight, over to Beebe. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Beebe's pressured by Gibson. Now he drives in on the right side, dribbling over to the left. Hudson Wilmus loses the ball. Gibson with the steal. Here comes Gibson. Nice move to the hoop. Misses the layup, out of bounds. It will remain Bombers ball, though. Fortunately for the Bombers, it will remain their ball.
It will remain their ball. For Jude there, it'd be nice. And Jude's he's just so explosive, but a jump stop there and a pump fake power gets him probably a pretty good one.
Brown with it. We'll find Gatchel. Gatchel inside, kicks it over to Schoen. Schoen loses the ball in the turnover. Hayden Wilmus with the steal.
And Mason's got to catch, turn, and face there. He kind of found himself in no man's land.
Brown tried to reach in, and the foul called against him. That'll be his first. Owen Greco checks in for Schoen. And, hey, guy hasn't played all night. Great minutes right there from Dylan Schoen.
Absolutely. Came in, did his job. Said, hey, go out there. And
Hensley inside off the inbounds, missed, and a foul off the rebound.
Frustration there from Hensley, right? Had a good look and just a little too strong with it, almost too wide open. It's like, oh, man, I should have made that one. And then, just the foul, right? Mistake compounded by a mistake, but you see that all the time at every level of basketball. It's just frustration, like, oh, I had an easy one. But the Huskies still lead by 8. The Bombers need a basket in the worst way.
Greco on the right side finds Gatchel. Gatchel in the corner, feeds it down low to Cogdale. Cogdale's had a great night inside. Misses that one, though. Rebound by Brown. Draws the foul. He will go to the line. And, man, Brown's been working inside tonight.
He has. And he is not big by stature by any stretch, but got a big heart, and his effort, you can never question it. Been on the ground a handful of times, just drawing contact.
Misses the first. Rarity right there for someone who shoots 76% from the free throw line.
Yep. A little more stoppage here in play in this fourth quarter so far. Bombers just need to keep playing on the defensive end.
Brown goes 0 for 2.
Yeah, that's a rarity if I've seen one there. I don't know if we've seen him do that all season.
Here come the Huskies. Have a chance to take a double-digit lead with a bucket here. Hensley double teamed by Gatchel and Cogdale. Ball's loose. Gibson comes up with the steal. Here comes Gibson on the fast break. On the left side, draws contact, nothing called. On the offensive rebound, there's the foul call.
Yeah, that was a tough no call there to start. Holy smokes. That was an attack right there.
And a timeout called by the Winterset Huskies. 6:03 left in the fourth quarter. They do lead it, though. 55-47 is the score.
Wow, that was a lot of contest there on the shot, and for Jude to get it back was quite miraculous in its own right, and then drew another foul. So, just again, it's been up and down, man, and the pace has been extraordinary. Still, it hasn't been quite as it was in the first half, Brock, but the action still begin there because we haven't seen as many made shots, right? And so that just makes a difference. But wow, just this game is being played at a high level as we see Miles Mudd walk out of the locker room, which is really good to see. We'll see what's going on with him, and I'll tell you what, you're not going to find a tougher kid than Miles Mudd.
And the crazy thing about it is he smiles the entire time.
Yeah. He's just, you wouldn't know anything was a little short there from Cogdale, but
great
Gibson
rebound by Gibson.
the ladder.
Puts it up and in.
Yeah, the little guy climbing the ladder. Holy smokes, man.
Hopefully that can be the bucket that jump starts the Bombers' comeback in the fourth quarter. Bomber student section getting into it now. Hudson Wilmus guarded by Gibson, takes it in over Cogdale, gets the friendly, if not lucky, bounce over the front of the rim.
Big time finish, and Hudson Wilmus.
Gibson takes it in.
Little left-handed floater there.
Over Hensley for the deuce.
Now it's kind of mano-a-mano here. We got to get a couple stops in a row and a couple baskets. I say it all the time, but it's crucial in this last 5 of the fourth quarter.
Hank Wilmus tried to give it over to Hudson and does after a couple tip passes. Hudson fires a 3. No good. Rebound by Brown. Brown running up the court. Brown has the ball poked loose, out of bounds. Remains Bombers ball.
Boy, Jude took a hard spill there. No call, but you know what? That has been the name of the game tonight, and I like it. I like that there is just, it's allowing these guys to play basketball. It's athletes out running, making shots, man. That's the way I think the game's intended to be played, right? It is, again, highly, highly entertaining, and hopefully it's as entertaining as at home for the people viewing as it is here, because I'm having a ball so far, and we still got 5 to go, and I think it's far from over, Bear.
Agreed. Miles Mudd, who did leave with an injury, comes back in for Cogdale, so good sign for him as Brown's layup is no good. Rebound by Hank Wilmus. And a travel
That's a
call.
good job
Great
by Jude
pressure
Gibson.
right there from Jude Gibson.
Jude Gibson, like I said, when he doesn't play too handsy and he just uses his feet, he puts so much pressure on the offensive side, and the Bombers will take it out underneath, trailing by 6. It's the little things, Brock, that can make the biggest difference in tight games.
Bucket on this possession could be huge for the Bombers. It was tipped. I think last touch by Hudson Wilmus, so it will be Bombers ball.
It'll be Bombers on the sideline here, so if we can't draw something up, we'll just get it in.
Timeout called by the Bombers with 4:48 left in the fourth quarter. They're down, but not out of it. The score is 57-51 in favor of Winterset.
It's like Bombers, they both have 3 timeouts after this, and you know, we saw earlier, I think it was in the third quarter when Coach called the timeout right around this juncture. We came out of it really well, and I look for maybe a set here, and I don't know, on this sideline play, I can't get in the huddle or inside Coach Schertz's mind, but you know Winterset's playing zone, right? And you know they're going to pressure the perimeter. So the high post is always a good place to attack, and so is that short corner, which the short corner for you folks, it's kind of just down there outside of that block area, that big block on the outside of the lane. It's right in there where that gray volleyball line kind of comes into play. So that's the short corner, but without Cogdale in the game, you got to be looking maybe something for Mudd. It's getting going, but Jude Gibson's kind of engaged defensively here, which he usually always is, but he had a couple nice plays here right now.
Huge possession here for the Bombers. Grieco on the left side, looking to give it up. We'll find Brown, but it's stolen away by Hank Wilmus. Ball's tipped, Hank recovers, gives it up, finds Hudson for the layup.
Oh, that's a bummer deal there for the Bombers.
Gibson driving in, puts it up over Hensley. Ball is loose after the deflection, out of bounds. Winterset basketball.
Yeah, Jude just can't go in there amongst the trees, man. Hensley's a tall dude, and he's long. He's got them long arms.
Mudd and Grieco will head to the bench as Miller and Cogdale check back in. We're at the 4:20 mark. Huskies have a chance to take a double-digit lead with a bucket here.
Yeah, for the Bombers, you got to get a stop. Looks like we're going to try to trap the ball out of Wilmus's hands.
Hudson Wilmus drives in. Ball is stripped on the take to the hoop. Here come the Bombers. Gibson loses the ball on the drive, out of bounds. It will remain Ballard basketball.
Yeah, a little extracurricular maybe down there, but you know what? That's just the spirit of the game. Guys competing hard, and I love it. You got to love it, man. just competing hard.
Gibson inbound it, finds Cogdell, who gives it up quickly over to Miller. Miller driving in, picks up his dribble, double teamed, kick out. Now the Bombers will slow it down a little bit here with 3:56 to go.
Bombers need to go to the basketball on the pass.
Cogdell inside, puts it up and in.
Good finish there from big Nolan Cogdell. That's such a good one. Big one. Now we got to get another stop if you're the Bombers. We got one last trip, need another one here. They cut it to 6.
Ball is tipped. Ball is still loose. On the ground is Gibson. Jump ball called.
It's getting a little testy now. That's a great job by the officials right there, Brock. That's a really, really good job by the officials. Outstanding. That's really well done. Be Bomber basketball on the jump ball, correct?
Yes.
Really nice job by this crew. They've let them play all night, and they've let them compete hard against each other, so can't say enough about that. And to be honest, we got in a little bit of trouble last Friday night, right? But you know what? This has been very well officiated, and that right there tells you these guys got a control on the game, and I love it, man. Allen Jude turns it over.
The ball on the drive. Here come the Huskies on the fast break. Hudson Wilmus takes it to the hoop, up and in. Looking for a foul called, nothing there though. Bombers go quickly. Brown takes it to the hoop, lost it. Foul called on that take. Hudson Wilmus
got to be careful.
Looking for an explanation here.
Yep, but he's got to be careful. And Brother Hayden comes over and says, hey man, you got the layup, got the bucket, we're up 8. Emotions are running high right now in this gymnasium, Brock. And they are up here too. We can't say any different for us.
Gibson to inbound it, finds Cogdell. Cogdell, who usually gets double teamed on these inbounds, does. Brown fires a 3.
That's a big
good.
one.
Huge.
Town, Jackson Brown. Oh boy.
56-61 now. Huskies drive inside over to the corner. There's Hayden Wilmus for the 3, and he's been cold-blooded for the Huskies all night
Man,
long.
what a big shot from Hayden Wilmus. Whew.
Brown with it over to Miller, finds Gatchel. He will fire a 3. No good. Rebound by Hensley. Great box out by Hensley. Foul called against Jude Gibson. I think that may have been a little bit of a frustration situation for him.
Yeah, and you know what? Maybe they had a little break, and we only got 3 team fouls. We still got 1 to give here, but the Bombers got to get a stop, and Jude's first of the game. For as aggressive as Jude plays, it's pretty amazing. It's his first one of the game, right? But again, emotions are running high tonight, but that just tells you the competitive spirit in this game right here.
No easy games in the Raccoon River Conference as the Huskies get an easy look from Sam Hensley.
Yeah, that's a big bucket there for the Huskies as we go down 10.
2:13 left in the 4th. Gibson looking to get something here. Pulls up from 15 feet, no good. Rebound by Brown, he puts it up and in.
Good timeout here by Coach Schertz, really good. That'll take him down to 2 for the game, but that cuts it to 8 with 2:04. Shot clock's a big deal. Again, man, my watch just said I'm getting my workout in, and I haven't really even stood up yet, but the game's not over yet. But holy smokes, is this quite something. It is something to be held, I can tell you that.
2:04 left in the 4th quarter. Huskies lead at 66-58. Yeah, apparently I have a resting heart rate of around 58 somehow, and somehow my heart rates are all the way at 90 right now.
Well, Brock, that goes without saying, man, because you know the Bomber faithful, we're going to need them here in the last 2 minutes, right? We got a lot of people sitting on their hands, and we got to get on our feet, and I wish we could get it going, but man alive, this is just, you've said it time and time again, Brock. This is what this conference is about. There's no easy ones. There's no cupcake games, man. You got to put on your hard hat, bring your lunch pail, night in, night out, and this game is no different right now. Looks like the Bombers going to come out with a little full court pressure here. You could see Dylan Schoen here in this 2 minutes stretch.
Hensley gets it over half court off the pass. Huskies get a floater from Hudson Wilmus that goes.
Man, these Wilmus kids, holy smokes. 26 and 18.
Brown takes it in. Unable to get the layup to go. Foul on the rebound.
Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful if you're Jude. Take a breath. It's 10, and we've seen this happen before. Get a stop. Gotta maybe look at fouling, but who do you foul here on Winterset's team? Because, I mean, you're not gonna foul. Can't believe you'd foul the Wilmus brothers.
All of the Wilmus kids shoot over 70% from the free throw line, so it's really pick your poison at this rate. As Hudson Wilmus takes it to the hoop.
Oh, boy. That's a bummer. Gotta love PK Miller's reaction, though. There was none. There was none from PK. Wise beyond his years. 1:30 to go. This is big free throws here from Hudson Wilmus. Bombers trail here by 11, Bear, and this is where Winterset's good, man. This is a good team. They just beat the number 2 ranked team in the state on Tuesday night after playing the number 5 ranked team in Decorah, whatever they are, the other night.
Yep,
maybe they're not number 5. So like, this is a grinder of a schedule for these guys.
Brown shot sent back by Hensley out of bounds. It will remain Bombers ball. 1:18 left in the fourth.
Again, can't question the passion from either side here tonight.
Brown fires a long-range 3. No good. Rebound by Gibson. Puts it up. Double clutch layup. Count it. And one.
It's a big one for Jude.
Looking for a 3-point play.
And I'm not. Now we're going to kind of trade an offense for defense here right now. Bringing OG and Owen Greco back in for Cogdale to put pressure on.
Foul was on Grant Fearing. So Gibson to the line. Looking to make it a single-digit deficit for the Bombers with 1:14 left in the fourth. Free throw is good. Bombers down 9.
For the Bombers, and you want to try to keep it out of one of the Wilmus's hands, but there's 3 of them, so it's a difficult task.
And a foul called right away, so Hudson Wilmus will go to the line.
And Hudson's, I think it was Hank. Hank's 13, yeah, there we go. Hank's telling Hudson, all right, get them both.
And we haven't mentioned Hank's name a bunch, but he's been scrappy on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
We got Hayden Wilmus and Hudson Wilmus who have 28 and 18 respectfully. Hank only has 3, but on the defensive side of the ball, he's been a menace. Yeah,
I'm going to tell you what, the twins, Hayden Wilmus and Hudson Wilmus, they could go into the pool business because they can fill it up, man. I'm telling you right now, it's been a display from those 2 guys, but he missed the first one. Hudson missed the first one. Got to get the rebound here for the Bombers. We didn't block out. Mason got away with it there.
Here come the Bombers. Brown fires a 3. Bang!
That's a big one.
64-70 now.
That's a big one from JB. Now you got to get a stop here if you're the Bombers.
Bombers pressuring. Timeout called by the Huskies before the travel with 55 seconds left. Huskies do lead 70-64.
That was a huge shot from JB. The CEO, the Chief Energy Officer, Lincoln Millen, was out there to give him the high five, but what a big one from JB. Down 6, right? 55 to go. It'll be the Huskies ball on the sideline. If you're the Bombers, purely speculation, analysis, trying to get a trap, right? Trying to get a trap here on the first pass, and preferably by the sideline, right? So we can go basically 4-on-1 and in the backcourt. If you don't get it right away and get them turned over, you're going to have to foul. And preferably not a Wilmus brother, but your chances are only 40% of that not happening, right? So you got to keep that in mind. And unless one of them takes it out of bounds, then the odds become more in our favor, I guess, and it's a 50-50 chance. But still, This has been an outstanding game up to this point. Still 55 to go. A long ways to go. A lot can happen in 55 seconds with both of these teams. Hudson Wilmus, 0 out here. His hair is everywhere. I mean, it looks like he has been in a heavyweight fight because he is giving everything he has in this basketball game tonight.
Inside, great inbounds play from the Huskies. Able to get Hayden Wilmus. Almost got an easy layup, but a great play right there from the Bombers. Able to get the foul, though.
Owen Grieco getting the foul, you bet. Hayden will go to the line. He's He's almost 80% on the year. He's 79% on the year.
First one rattles out.
It's a big one. Bombers got to get the rebound here. There's nobody down there, so and then you got to go down and get a quick one. You know what? 2 seconds went off the clock there.
Second one good. 7-point lead for the Huskies.
Got to go quick here if you're the Bombers.
Grieco driving in. Feeds it to the corner. Gatchel shot fake. Step back over to Gibson. Gibson moving 3. Kicked his leg out. Hensley with the rebound. And a foul called.
Yeah, tough look there from Jude. Mason, I thought, was going to pull the step back, but he didn't quite get it. And it looks like Hensley will go to the line, and he's 65% on the season, so maybe he goes 0 for 2. The Bombers got a shot. But that would have been a big one. If Jude would have got that one, then you probably get a timeout from Coach Schertz, get something set up. It goes to 4.
Hensley makes the free throw.
Good stroke there from the senior, Sam Hensley. Senior Hensley, senior Wilmus. Senior Wilmus and senior Lindy. This is a senior-laden team here from Winterset, and they've showed it tonight. They've showed it tonight.
Huskies lead by 9. Here comes Gibson. Cogdell over to Gatchel. Fires a 3. Rattles out, and a rebound by Hensley with 30 seconds left.
Good rebound there from Hensley. Sam Hensley's had a whale of a game himself tonight. He's been a defensive stalwart, rebounded the basketball. He's got 15, looking to get 16 and 17 here if he can get both of these to go.
First free throw is good. 10-point lead for the Huskies. Looks like they're putting on the finishing touches of what should be a win for them, and a big one at that.
And we roll the ball up here with 29 to go, down 11. Going to be a tough one here for the Bombers.
Gibson finds Brown, will put up a difficult 3. No good. Rebound by Cogdell. He puts it up, no good. Rebound by Hensley, out of bounds. Bombers ball as it was last touched by him.
Yeah, it'll be off Wilmus there, and it looks like Coach Schertz going to get a timeout. Down 11 here with 20 to go. So it's a bleak outlook right now for the Bomber fans. We'll see what Coach Schertz can draw up in the huddle. Try to get us an easy look, and then, you know, you got to foul right away if you want to try to extend the game as long as you can. I would tell you I'd have a lot more hope if it was 7 points as opposed to 11. But, man, this has just been a treat to watch, and it doesn't look like it's going to go in the Bombers' favor, but there's no shame in this game tonight. It has been an absolute joy to be here and call this one. These guys, man, this has just been, it's really been a heck of a game. This Winterset team is really good. This schedule they played this week, it's ridiculous. And I don't know if the game against Decorah was home or away. If it was away, that's a 3.5-hour drive, one way or the other. So, and then the next night to have ADM and beat them, and then come here on a Friday? Like, hey, man, it's not for the weak of heart, right?
Cogdell inside, puts it up, draws a foul, will go to the line for 2.
Good strong move there by Nolan. Yeah, down 11 here. Nolan needs to get both of these, but with 17 to go, got to get him straightened out here at the line. Every other one, fellas, every other one.
Free throw, no good from Cogdell. real quick, we haven't really mentioned it tonight, but I want to give a thank you to Flight Bar and Grill for being our presenting sponsor all year long, not just basketball season, all year long for all of our varsity events here on the Ballard Network. They do an amazing job helping us out. I just want to give them a shout out.
Got a text that Winterset played Decorah down at the Well at Wells Fargo Arena on Monday night.
Ooh.
So good, good for Decorah coming down, maybe trying to get a feel for that place because they feel like they could be down there on an easy trip for Winterset. But again, for them to play Decorah, ADM, and the Bombers in this week and come out of that week 2-1.
Oh, yeah, 2-1.
Yeah,
sorry.
win 2 out of 3. I mean, that is a grinder, man. I'm telling you right now, that is not easy. But you know what? Hudson Wilmus looking to get 30. His brother Hayden's got 19. These guys are the real deal.
I'll tell you what, whoever draws them in postseason play, buckle up. As there's 5-6 seconds left, 5-ish seconds left, as the Huskies are going to probably pull this one out. 77-64 the score currently. Bombers have a chance to put on some more points, but it's pretty much all academic now, as Gatchel's shot is no good. 3 seconds left, and that will do it.
Yeah. This is a bummer if you're a Bombers fan, but if you're a fan of basketball, this is not a bummer. This was an absolute joy. The Bombers didn't come out on the right side of this one tonight, but they really don't have anything to hang their heads about. This is a really good Winterset team, really well coached. The Bombers are on a little bit of a schneid, we've lost 3 in a row. We've got one more regular season game to go. We'd like to get some of those home games in the postseason. But again, if you're the Bombers, you have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of tonight. Brock, I cannot tell you, the first half especially was unbelievable. It was just exciting the whole way through. And the second half, it didn't really go the Bombers' way as, Winterset kind of poured it on. But, man, Winterset's really good, man. They're a lot of fun to watch. I mean, and they play hard. They play good defense. They make baskets, right? That's the name of the game in basketball, is making baskets. But if I'm the Bombers, do not hang your heads, because I'm telling you right now, good things are coming. Onward and upward. We got another home game coming up next week against, I believe, DCG, which won't be an easy one by any stretch. But the Bombers are good enough to make some noise in the postseason, to say the least, I would say, man. It was an absolute joy. And again, for all you folks that reached out this week and supported and everything else, and as we wave bye to Matt Pasha, the owner of Flight Bar and Grill, one of the owners, with him and his wife, Marianne, this was an absolute pleasure. And this broadcast and what we do up here is, we enjoy the heck out of it. But we hope you folks that are home listening near and far enjoy it too, because we sure do, man. And I'm glad that we were able to be on this one, and we'd be remiss if we didn't say a shout out to Brady Hillebrand over there. But I also got to give a shout out to my good friends Ethan and Ashley Hochul. Ashley's mom's been battling some cancer for a really long time, and she's not feeling the best right now. So, to Ashley's mom, her name escapes me right now. You're in our thoughts and prayers, and keep fighting the fight, lady. And to Ashley and Ethan and to Lincoln and Kemper, those guys, she's a tough lady. I'm sure of it, because I know Ashley herself. But shout out to them. And so in the grand scheme of things, Brock, there's a lot bigger world out here as we listen to Wonderful World. We have the luxury of being in these seats and watch this basketball game tonight. It was an absolute joy, man. So hats off to both teams. Congratulations, Winterset Huskies. You got a heck of a team down there, man. But we love our Bombers, and we love supporting them, and we love being here tonight, man. So thank you.
For sure. 77-64 is the final score. Your Bombers unfortunately fall on this one. Huskies come out with the victory. Credit to them. Hard-fought effort on their end. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the postseason play. Next broadcast, we should have brackets to talk a little bit about postseason play, so that will be a little fun to talk about as we will wrap up the regular season against DCG here inside the hangar in Huxley, Iowa. But for right now, for Tim Davis, for executive producer Dan Ingsler, for Flight Bar and Grill, and for everybody that supported us over this week, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means a lot to all of us, all the messages that we got and support throughout the week. Like you said, selfishly, we love doing this, but like an honor to be able to even do this as an opportunity.
It fills up our cup. I can tell you it fills up my cup and allows me to kind of feel like a piece of the action, selfishly. But again, man, what a joy. What a joy to be here tonight and call this game. And again, hats off to the Winterset Huskies, but hats off to the Ballard Bombers for a well-played and a hard-fought basketball game.
Yep. And again, for everybody in the Ballard Network, I'm Brock Bierman signing off for tonight. Thank you again for all the support throughout the week. And as always, this is the Ballard Network.
Go Bombers.